talking about that failure to dream as one of the big mistakes that doctors make when they're planning out an office project. So, can you define that and tell us how you see that playing out?
People generally do things the way they were taught, the way that they had to because of limited whatever, right? Like I had this many chairs, or my new patient rooms were on the wrong side of the office, or whatever, and I've learned to accommodate that. And when you're working inside a practice, you often aren't aware of the accommodations that you've made because of your physical plant, right? And so my stepping into this not failing to dream happened when a project fell into my lap. I was sitting within myself thinking, can I live my values in my practice and design as an interior designer for specialty dental offices? And I didn't want to take on the project and do it the same way I'd been doing it. That didn't feel right or in integrity or good to everyone, or, guarantee as much as one can guarantee a positive outcome. And so I realized what was happening in the industry was a failure to dream about a better way of doing it. And so when I decided to take on this project, I had to step into a directive to dream. For my doctors, what I get coming in on first phone calls is often, I want this many chairs, I need this much, I need 2 new patient rooms, I need this many staff people in my staff room. It's very quantitative. I need this, and this. And I say, thank you for telling me all of that. And it helps me understand how big or small your project is. And what I want to know is, who are you serving? Why? What makes you special? What is your audacious welcome? Why? How do you want to show up for your patients and their families, for your staff people? What does wild success look like for a project? Not how many chairs, but what does wild success look like for your new office project? And you can step into the practice that you're in now with these fresh eyes of how things could be, and not recreate the same accommodations you had to make in your new space. So often what I hear from doctors is, I've outgrown my space and I want a bigger space. And what I don't want to do is design you a bigger set of the same problems that you already had, right? What I would really love is for you to build the better mousetrap. I want you to look at how you really want to practice. And this, again, goes back to that idea of, what do the practices of today look like and what do the practices of tomorrow look like? And the answer is, what do you want it to look like? What do you want it to look like for you? What do you want it to look like for your patients? What do you want it to look like for your staff? And it doesn't have to look like Joe Orthodontist or Mary Orthodontist or anyone else. It can really be your office in the most beautiful way that it can be your office. And that's what I want to co-create with you, right? I want to dream with you. My ideal client is like, I am on a mission. This is why it's important to me. This is who I want to be. This is who I want my staff to shine through. And then we can dream together. And my audacious welcome is, let me get to know you. Let me serve the world through you. And let me help you dream up and co-create just a wildly successful orthodontic practice plant that will be your orthodontic home.